All right. Hey guys, we're back. It's good to see y'all again. Couple things right off the bat. I'm gonna cheat a little bit, Jerome. I'm messing with you. Joke's on you. I don't have a watch at all. I had a really beautiful opportunity to meet a whole bunch of y'all yesterday. I mean, a lot of y'all. Y'all are so cool to me. Like, a lot of y'all are so dope. I got to connect with some of y'all earlier in the lobby today. And like, just thinking about it and thinking about like the piece that I wanted to do and if I was gonna like do it or not. There are a couple things that I noticed, right? Today and yesterday. One, everybody's so different, but everybody is equally as cool. I say that because it's very few places that I go to where I interact with people and I like everybody I talk to. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be talking to people and it's kind of like, hey, yeah, you cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sis is cool. You know what I mean? But it's very rare that I get to go into a place and every interaction I have is a beautiful interaction. And it's an interaction that I cherish, that I love, right? And it got me to thinking. So yesterday we talked a lot about purpose and everything. And I'm like, you know what we should do? We should find some common ground somewhere. Like, we should find, as different as each of us in this room are, whether it be ideologies, ethnicity, walks of life, whatever, as different as we are, there's always something common between us, right? I see everybody at these tables. Each of these tables has like topics and themes that you guys are going to talk about later on. I'm not going to, do that because that's not, it's not my job. But one of the things that I love about that is the fact that if you're sitting at a table right now with a theme or a topic, 9 times out of 10, that's something that you want to discuss with the people around your table, right? So that is a common ground of sorts. So we're in San Francisco, and I'm just curious, how many of y'all are actually like from San Francisco? How many of y'all live in the city? Okay, all right. Y'all just decided to sit in the same spot, huh? All right, cool. I got y'all, man. Anybody from, I ain't gonna do cities because that's a lot of cities. Anybody from New York up in here? Okay, y'all spread out, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, they stood by the doors. They trying to make sure they can get out. Anybody from Texas in the room? Yeah. Hook 'em horns. All right, I got you. I can say that because I'm from Houston. But I think that like if I were to like go around the room, like if I asked somebody from San Francisco, y'all 49ers fans, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, y'all got right up for that. I didn't even ask y'all to respond on that one. You know what I'm saying? And if I go ask everybody's favorite football team, I'm pretty sure that either we'll have a common football team or, we may or may not, right? So I think what's the like generic question that I can ask everybody? So this is a question for the room. Anybody here, y'all ever been like in a really, really deep sleep and you have a really good dream and you wake up the next morning and you completely forget what the dream was about? Every time, right? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what I'd be doing. I'd be walking on water or something, or flying in the sky. I don't know, but it was a really dope dream, you know what I'm saying? So the other night I had this really dope dream and I want to tell people about it, but I can't remember what the dream was about. But I remember that it was a good dream. And I hate when that happens because for a moment, the dream, it made me really happy. For a moment, I was really joyful. And now I can't even remember how to get back to that place again. And ain't that just like a human? To have something good right in front of us, only to lose it all in a single moment. Ain't that just like a human? To take our moments for granted. We treat moments like seasons. We complain about the winter cold until the summer heat makes us beg for it again. We're like flowers in the wind. We tend to blossom in spring because any other time the water either dries up too fast or freezes us in place. So maybe we sustain ourselves on the wrong things. Maybe what we cling to is either inconsistent or temporary. Maybe it's just as fragile as we are. Maybe we look to things that are weak because weakness is familiar to us. And we prefer to be comfortable in our anger or our depression because at this point, it's just a routine that we're used to. Maybe we've given up on joy because it's just too hard. We're afraid we're just going to lose it again, so we don't try anymore. We're afraid that, it just won't work out. Just like that relationship we lost last week. Just like that business idea that fell through the cracks, just like that dream job that we've always wanted. but we're told that we're too unqualified for it. You know, life has a way of snatching things away from us that make us feel full. We live with our glasses half empty because life tips us over and makes us pour out everything that we have. But for life to try to kill us is contradictory to what life is. So maybe there's something I missed between the blood, sweat, and my fistful of tears. Did we forget the rule of the righteous? Or did we remember to stand up after the seven falls? So maybe life isn't trying to empty the pot, but stir it up. And maybe I'm not stirred up enough. Maybe being too stagnant or comfortable is how dreams die. If time waits for no man, then what happens when time leaves us behind? So maybe life wants me to fight harder for what's mine. For good days are not easy to come by. So why do we give up on them so easily? Are they not worth fighting for? What is joy if not a trophy? What is joy if not a medal, a badge of honor, a diploma with the words, I'm still here, a tattoo that says not dead yet still we fight and claw and war. And these dreams look like nightmares right now, but dream on and show those nightmares who you are. Remember what Churchill said, that the finest hour is found once you seize the moment for which you were born. Now we must contest for our moment. Now it's deeper than just contesting. Now it looks like I'm fighting for my right to be born again, like I'm fighting for my birthright, because if the dream was worth it before the heartbreak, then it hasn't lost value. If the fruit didn't grow the first time you planted the seed, then find some new ground. And baby, if they walked out of your life, then you're the joy that they're missing out on, not the other way around. Learn to move on, for this too shall pass. You might be hurt, sick, or broke now, but there's a moment of transformation worth fighting for today. I was only strong enough to survive, but tomorrow I'll be strong enough to conquer. Last night I had a dream, and it was a good dream, but this time I contested for it. This time I wrestled with it. This time I would not let go. I won't let this moment pass me by again. Last night I had a dream. Last night I was the dream, and I remembered who I was. So I would encourage you at this summit, on your final day here, don't take your moment for granted. Don't take your dreams for granted. And I know we all walked in here with different things today. My encouragement to you is remember that the dream that was worth it back in the past is still worth it now. Thank you guys so much for having me.